こんにちは。愛昧亭です。やります。君が大好きなこのメロディー。何やってたか忘れちゃった。もうなんか、ほぼ終わりみたいなとこまで来てることは覚えてるけど。そっか。戻ってきちゃったけど、風呂に入れるかどうか試したかったんだ。さすがにキツラギいるから風呂は入れないか。死に戻りしてくるか。タスク。騎馬姿の死に戻りだよね。もっと死に戻り。なんかうまいこといくといいんだけどなぁ。このレバショールの空気。マルティネーズの人々。何より、41文書の南なの。先を見たいんだけどなぁ。そこどうなんすか？本当どうなんすか？よし、風呂。入れなかった。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
ケムクジャラ。こんにちは、ケムクジャラです。お風呂入れなかったです。残念です。さて。拳銃取りに行くのと、ルビーを探しに行くのか。で、遊歩道を結局見ましたよ。僕は。遊歩道の場所がわからなかったので。哀れ。遊歩道の場所がわからないんちゅう。インターネットで遊歩道を調べる。本当に哀れだな。びっくりしちゃった。この中ですね。もうそうだ。下から入るんだった。中か。中ってことか。これね、進みすぎると始まっちゃうんで。始まっちゃうっていうか終わっちゃうっていうか。
This isn't just glass. These are, yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were casting, the how was a closely guarded secret. Something that the why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. These? No. These are old filament memories.
All you'll find here is pain.
あれ？インターイズラなんちゃらジャケット。こっち上か。知覚が高いとここで見られるって聞いたけど、知覚ないんですね。クイックセーブして。知覚かな平成が何もない。知覚。アイテムになるボーナスだね。ボーナスがね、マイナスって言うんだけど。知覚。あとメガネを買います。いや、知覚でもないみたい。それとも上か。こんなとこから狙撃はできないか。 り奥まで探索するとね。楽しいからついつい奥に行っちゃうけど。確か、手前で止めてくれたような気がする。うわ。そういえばどっか見てからできました。まず。上がまず。
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man. Years worth of dust is shaken off.
Who's that?
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
誰かがかがんでいる。こぼれた砂にかかとが生まれている。両手が砂の上を滑り、砂粒が男の擦り切れた指先の皮膚にこびりつく。一人の年老いた男がコンクリート板の上に座り、スコープのレンズを指で軽く叩いている。お前は体を震わせる。
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some...
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Half a century? I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been... You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man. Could this have been the king's
ああ、ここ
hideout?
全然
And
違う場
this
所見ちゃった。
narrow window, outside the window, another day.
It is a great place to hide, and Mazovenism and killing are certainly not mutually exclusive, but there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Indeed, no one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like...
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
平成じゃなくて権威が感じ取れた。木警部補の小姉からかすかな失望が漏れているが、それを自制心で覆い隠してい
In
る。
fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After you, officer.
と思うじゃん。これどっから出んの？吸ってもらえてるとか。始まっちゃう。残念だな。もうできることがほぼないぜ。仕方ないんだぜ。さばきチャレンジしていこうか。楽しかったな。
Oh, the god of dance is back! I'm dancing with the god of dance! Goodbye.
こんにちは、ダンスに作ってます。
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to... There's no real... 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his bill. Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? No, it's not...
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
Good.
Welcome to Rather Show. Yeah, harder car.
ほら
Welcome to Rather Show. Yeah, harder
マジ
car.
マジで Welcome to the...
Bzz, bzz, goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing. The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
今回ダメそうだな。全然いっか。とりあえず心残りはこれだけか。あとは時間が来るまで本を読んでするんすか。前回は直したんだけど、ちょっと今回は黄色スキルが足りなすぎますね。まあ、しょうがない。あるものを強くしていこう。それでも手と目の強調なんとかしないといけないけど。これ、この時点で島に行く手段なんとか見つけ出さないのかな。あれでしょ、誰でしょうね。
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
助けてくれ。結末を読む前に、ディック・ミューレンの方が破れてしまった。どうなるか知ってるか？
Which book was it, sir?
妹違いのディック・ミューレンだ。
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I
Gone.
could help you.
ガン。
Which book was it, sir? Oh, I'm very...
泣いちゃった。これでミューレン風の服を着ると何らかがなるみたいな話を調べてしまったので、なんか、おしゃれしない。おしゃれしるんじゃなくて。ミューレン風ジャケットどれだったっけ？これか。理性を、街を感じろ、理性を捨てろ。街を感じろは共感なんだ。共感じゃないんだ。街の人々のことを感じる。これだっけ？ミューレン風って。
Yes?
あ、内陸帝国はね、もう確認できない。
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you... Which book... Oh, which book was it, sir? Oh...
These are some wonderfully
So
regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose. I know you do. These Inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more.
石岡くん何なの？何なの石岡くん。普通のシャツでも着るかしら。あ、これ関係か。 て、うん、これで。うんうんうん。あ、あるじゃん。でも帽子はないの。うわ。つっちゃった。これはなんかふさわしい帽子があるのかな。じゃあ何着てたかそっから忘れた。近く手と目の包丁。そうか。なんか。そうなんだ。平成。無駄なお世話になってしまう。なんでもいいか。でも一個セーブデータ作っとかないとね。もしかしたら、これ以上経過日数が作れないかもしれない。
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the yes, at last, you find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code. Why, yes, your priest. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. Harrier Dubois. HDB.
Dubois.
This one, cause of failure. The mural is in no true love is possible. People call it. The graffito crew is easy to track down. The case files do not show you. The crew agrees to clean up. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. All of Lakeside, Central. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world. In any case, it appears to have. This one, cause of the mural, true people call the graffito, the case files, the crew agree, the 9,000 people sub a staggering 78%. Did anyone ask you what you, aka Leslie, you were so drunk, you, Leslie, the only one, you would think that, threatening, it's plain to, no, that's, he must have it. In the process, the ledger sustains, kill them, came at, can't get out, which is also why the officer responsible. It would be, that's all, who knows? Don't worry, one day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the, yes, as you said here, they were leaving it out in all these unexpected cigarette butts, coffee cups. No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a murder. Tum Tum beaten to death by a throng of Villa Lobos gang members when him and his partner JM, only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story and it isn't really represented in York. Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo. Said it was a Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more. No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead. No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, so anyway, Young man in his 20s found with his skull. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah. Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. And you, yeah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to... Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. Is still not what happens. Strange. Why does it make you so angry?
結構高かったけど失敗すんだ。ちょっと遅くなっちゃった。22時だったっけ？でも22時だったのか。せっかくだからあれも失敗してくるか。まあいいか。あれは失敗しなくても。
The front of this quarterly journal features because Friesel was, to your disappointment, there aren't no advertisements, you note. After Rifle, the magazine is divided into several. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too, perhaps they've overestimated. So please, if you value our radical Mazov...
What do you expect? It was laying...
You flip back to the front. This section, you also face it. You flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a moment as you leaf through. The main feature, though, the Tip-Top Tournée, is an Inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speed. This that certainly you think you're instead where to even so all of it basically. Oddly enough, this art there's no way. Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Undercap, thus, and that precisely is what's at the end of the day. It's the destruction of these 750,000. You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip-Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain kind of young man reads one or two books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
あれ ?22 時じゃなかったっけ？あ、いたいたよかった。
Put your hands where I can see them.
お久しぶり。
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands!
Scavenged, battery-powered police. Her hand is trembling from some sort.
Madame, please drop the fuck.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Failure to comply. I am the police. Don't move. Suspect is on the loose. That one extra lick with a baton.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
Officer,
Ma'am, please. We want to help.
disturbance report.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
It's a gun.
She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
What? Sir?
本当に
Press her.
With a swift.
Officer compromise.
Okay. She's actually more agitated now.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed. No. No.
What's the situation?
Law enforcement.
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
面白い。
License and registration license.
It's not a code. Just, she's losing it. One twitch and there will be blood.
塩味噌、偽警官が逃走中。立ち去れんのこれ。
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
あー、
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all
説
that
明の
gear.
強調。
Host almighty. Don't count on that. You
What?
saw the Binocloud can't shoot for shit.
Suicide by cop. Split second decision.
God, I almost blew her head up.
What is this? These gun barrels have bullets.
ごめんて。
What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated.
ごめんて。
Grab the gun. Right now. This might be your own.
No one ever cares anymore. Why?
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to.
Her scratched skin is warm to the
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness. Yeah. Looks like a bad case. But the question is what to do with her right now. I don't think there's any need for that. In her current... We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. Then we can ask him once we get back to... But I think we're done here for now.
Please. Leave.
She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flesh.
もう一度調べてみたらどうだってど
The
ういうこと
woman stands slumped. She
ああ、
doesn't even.
Oh,
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
俺た
it's
ち。
your hat.
The old woman.
よし、じゃあ、ちょっと何ですか。まだ23時まで行ったような気がするけど、どうだったかな。22時解散だった。あ、いた。失敗してるけど。
The Copper-nado is back.
The copper
What do you want?
what do you want?
What's that, Copper? You want?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
君たちはこの地域の警察なんだろ？キムはタイタスの目をまっすぐ見つめる。苦しむ市民に手を差し伸べる仕事は、そんな君たちの役目のはずだ。
Yeah, yeah. We'll send someone out. God, poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think.
Hey, wasn't Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have some.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
No? Well, whatever then.
No. They totally said what it was.
I don't remember. Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else with wows?
Oh.
Like before.
そのバージョンだ
Just
ったん
an
だ。
old lady. Her kids moved away years ago.
うん、
Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She
Us kids? That must have been age. The children kept her together.
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her.
プラン
Something
プラントで
LaPlante.
す。
Marianne, amigo.
Be anything else you
Amigo, irene.
wanted to know? Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well,
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
これ面目ないデカだったんだ。
No, I didn't. Because I'm.
yeah, cop. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever. Dunno. She lives by the water.
Police paraphernalia
Ivanka.
doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
ゴミ箱に捨てろ。あ、ゴミ箱でも同じか。
No problemo, cop man.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
うん。ちゃんと引き渡すのも初めてだ。じゃあ、外国で猫生物作っといて。いいか。
Hey, was that got the 20 real?
ほら、20リアル。
Good. You got the room for the night.
これで、とりあえず思い残すことはないかな。あ、いや、死体運んでくんのか。せっかくだから。うん。なんで。バイバイちゃんだよ。あ、キムには申し訳ないが、ここで死体を運び出、まだ暴動起きないといいけどな、もうなんか、ちょっと起きそうな感じ。してるから、ちょっとドキドキなんですよね。Come on.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him.
うん。冷え冷えになった。袋。そして誰もいなくなった。よし、じゃあ、行こよ。寝るこよ。明日も世界が続いていることを願って。
Hi again, gendarme. Bye bye, gendarme.
なんかあると、平静が戻らないみたい。だって、できるかな。そうじゃあ。
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world. but it's cleaner than you are. The bathtub slowly fills with the water doesn't feel particularly clean. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad duckies. You pause to think before letting your head go under. Hold it right there. Keep your head above water, or you'll lose all those pheromones Morel sprayed on you. The lukewarm water is comforting, like amniotic. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny... What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. The waterline recedes as you stand.
明日も続いているといいね。雨だろう。寝るよ。
The bed is still cold from the broken window. The unchanged linens are only getting greasier and greasier.
It's easier this time. Drifting off.
This respite. You've earned. No. This is the one before that.
Enjoy it while it...
You're welcome, Harry boy.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings.
Go.
あ、はい。あ、はい。朝か。大丈夫。どっこいしょ。じゃあ、行こうか。デイ6ぐらいまでは大丈夫なのか。本当に大丈夫かという気してきたぜ。
Yes? What is it?
Yes, what is it?
Make way for the master.
Make way. モニュメントのところに百科事典なんかあったっけ
An old monument stands in the middle, even by the stand. Well, his own maladministration. Stories have he called it.
The man certainly knew how to live.
But wait, you haven't even heard about. You see, not just any nose candy though. With cocaine. His Majesty's courtier. That's what this is slander. The king was beneath a group of marble plural. The original, most historians think the coalition. Some years ago, the statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown. Neither do Philip III, the squanderer. Not that he ever did in life either.
Okay. ズボンあったっけないんだ。特になし。あ、自分の拳銃。深く下がってる。 あとなんかやってないことあるかな。よっこいしょ。シーレングってなんかあったっけ？終止力。鏡はもう終わっちゃったでしょ。概念か。これ。ルネはもういないでしょう。服の山。よいしょ。やってる間に見なきゃいいんですけど。よいしょ。雨が降ったり寂しいや。
These are all
first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool.
Very cool.
These will definitely keep your eyes safe.
no.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you. You don't like it?
バイザーもう買ったでしょ。
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Something
マジで
cold graces
66 出ちゃった。
synthetic and sleek. This jacket is the ape practical and yet
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's gotta prepare for springtime, right? Everything's still cool here, officer.
no need to dress this way.
Oh, okay.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
そうが出てきてる。よし、じゃあ行くか。手と目の強調を入れて。反応速度がゴミだが。とりあえずこれだけやっとくか。こっちよりあっちの方が近かったか。わっちゃーん、3周目目。いや、まだあるよ。そっちじゃない、そっち。懐かしいな、一瞬サンボってなんだって思いながら話を聞いていたけど。 こに何がいるんだろうな。何も思い浮かばない。四角の方がいい。金曜日。なんだ。何が四角が上がったことによって見えた。したらそう。
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your skin.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but no.
He trusts your gut feeling on this.
これに関してキツラギ警部は何かを信じて、ありがとう、こんなカエルのやつをかぶったと。ドキドキしてきた。お、何か奇妙な感じがする。今回はね、捕まえたいんだよね、ルビーを。あと最初にやった時本当にびっくりしたこれ。
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Can't say it's a pleasure of.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
逮捕する。
Really now? Check.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
俺も殺す気なのか？
No, I'm not going to fuck. I'm using a pale latitude compressor.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
ペールガンで信号くんに使われてたそうです。
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Okay.
Right behind you, officer.
The torment Lieutenant Kisaragi is experiencing is worse than your own. But
a pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale lat.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking.
I built it myself.
That's illegal.
Oh yeah. Way beyond. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops. And
no, once I shut down.
What is it?
If you've got something really important.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Well, it doesn't feel much better. But you can form sense. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
I heard you in the passages. And I've been prepared. So you found...
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find to my back. I was, before I...
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency. It was dark in the shed. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
No, I didn't do it.
So she says she didn't do it. And she doesn't trust you.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Lily を撃ったのはあんただと彼女から聞いた。
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. I'm sad to hear that. The girl was playing some She had some pretty messed up people after her. But Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you?
Titus and his boys, man.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make a clean cut of telling her she was betrayed.
Well, fuck. Those guys...
A dull...
How the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you...
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for her son.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. You think I was envious of...
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like...
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time. Look, fuck you, man. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. Don't know it, but the shot couldn't have...
She has a point there. No one met...
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
And? The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that... A knocked away 80 front loader. 2-barrel.
That isn't it.
No, they're not...
A doubt creeps over you. She sounds so sure of everything.
Yeah, evidence. I considered her a good friend, yeah. What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? Oh, that's a very...
The lieutenant watches her.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Klausia was into me too for a time, I know it. She rejected me with some... I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought...
No ill will then. It wasn't a problem for her.
Yeah. One time I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. Yeah. The girl seemed terrified. Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. No, I did not. Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Clausia's rooftop. Sure, it's very powerful. The view's pretty bomb, too. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar. So, part of...
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Man, it's...
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she...
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never...
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've...
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun in them.
Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know?
Police radio?
Who hasn't? He was still warm. But the bluish...
Clausia didn't want to turn the lamp on. She eyes you. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal. A leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next... Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it.
This woman has seen people OD. Clausia wasn't quite there yet. So why worry?
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed... She asked me to come upstairs.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but...
Yeah, in cold... She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she...
Clausia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire... As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything down...
But even if this is true, weren't you worried snitching my lead?
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going... fuck it. I'm not responsible for...
Her grip on the gun is tight. Her arms toned. Her posture solid. Martinez lost a valuable defender.
I saw you roll into town.
That strange, distant fear is getting...
Yes, you.
Through the sudden sharp pain. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting? Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Of you? No, not really. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest...
I thought we had an agreement. She's not going to change her mind, that is. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. That sound about right?
Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
I've faced worse. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No.
You've got to act soon. Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
You
did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell. She looks at the machine.
Oh, fuck it.
頼む。
She's truly desperate. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark ingratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and
ルビーの逮捕ってどうやるんだ
of the tunnel.
Good call. I would have done the same.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I have a feeling we didn't.
ルビーって逮捕できるんですかよっこいしょ。疲れた。何回やってもここドキドキするな。ファンダムの検索するのやめなさい。やれた。なんで結構気になる。よいしょ。わからんわからん。あんまないお金だ。
The place plain red tent stands by. It was pitched by practice. The tent looks old, but well assorted.
See anything?
Rager Monthly. You pocket a trusted.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
やっぱ捕まえらんねえんじゃねえの。ご情報に踊らせられたかもしれない。100%プラス3。はい、あと概念化形式。小説も来とけ。
A thick journal. It's made of. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottvald. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded. Yes, the journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have the large curse, perhaps too confidently. It's a mix.
It's good she left in a hurry.
Hard to
There could be useful information.
Esoteric radio technology. Short, wry staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smelled. The first entry is from August. Nothing on March 4th. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. That name isn't.
What about this M? Could this be?
Great. M's peon is coming to town. No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet. Then again, isn't that what Were you supposed to find her? Even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head. The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave. Or did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if the entry ends. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan. The most recent, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even.
It looks like she might have been.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting? He thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us, especially if she has problems with the madre. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
Classy was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we should go back to the whirling. One thing is for certain. We have business.
の速度と平静が本当にびっくりするほどない。びっくりする。じゃあ、何着ていこうかな。何着ていいかマジでわかんなくなっちゃう。すごく激地。いや、上は、あと何強調の近 角って言いながらケロちゃんつけるのかもしれない。平成三角。手止めの気持ち。
Ratan! Now is the time! Oh, you will see. First the spirits! The blue medicinal spirits! Grab the bottle and uncork it! It is... Hush, hush, Ratan! Now is not the time to celebrate. Now is the time...
The bottle opened, howling somewhere, lashing the boardwalk with brine and rain. An ancient warmth crawls under your skin.
静かにシュッと謎めいた音を立て、瓶が開く。瓶の口から北風のように、せいぜいしい風が、煙が立ち上る。どこからか聞こえてくる、遠吠え、遊歩道に叩きつけられる塩水と雨。原子のぬくもりが皮膚の下に潜り込む。
Now, Ratan, take me off! Ratan! Have I ever lied to you?
Your fingers manage to
Now, put me in the bottle! Trust me! Just trust me! You and I are gonna have so much fun it should be illegal! Just put me in the bottle, Ratan! I'm not gonna let you down! You and I are like the same person!
As the necktie slides into the purifying liquid, large stains of grease rise off from it and float to the surface. Cleansed by the blue spirit fire of 98.7% pure alcohol, the fabric looks almost new again. The necktie floats in the bluish liquid with almost unearthly grace. There is silence. The lieutenant has been observing you quietly all this time. He's struggling to keep silent, but finally seems to give up.
努めて何も言わないようにしているが、結局諦めちゃう。
What are you doing?
4番どうしていきなりメガネ野郎やめて。それがわからないんだ。だから知りたいと思ってる。
Let's not waste any more time under this boardwalk. We need to clear this all up somehow.
ごめんね。これちょっと面白い衣装出方してるのかんないと思う。なんかさっきから右胸痛いんだけど、どうした？終わりか？終わったのか？ちょっとはみ出てる。緊急事故。で、そう。ここからね、もう、移動がね、使えなくなるはずからね。びっくりした。本当に急ぎじゃん。あ、入れるんだ。オフオフしてって最後に。ドキドキしてきたから。
Hello, mister. It's
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly...
Yes. Isn't he soft? Bye!
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid. It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. Don't be too hard on yourself.
イリエンヌ、あっちに行きたいんで、ちょっと貸してくれない船。騎兵隊の子です。
Either sea's gonna calm down soon, I can...
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fit? But until that happens, I can try to... You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite... It's a new...
She conveys it in short, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
It's not just me, Detective. Be my guest. A bird? Of course you're not, my dear. Of course. Ask me anything.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest. I am...
It's sharp.
No. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for finance?
In her green eyes, you forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth.
I hope you... Honestly, when the dust settled, the liberal... With due...
An appropriate warning to those who cry while a gentle wind sweeps the street.
I would not have... Then for my...
Dark orange flames reflect in her.
Yes. Whatever else I am. We're in Martinez. Martinez, you would be... I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here...
A brief...
This place used to be a province. Yes,
There's a spark in the air. A live wire hanging in the wind. In your hungover neocortex.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education? It's...
She conveys it in case he goes down later, souring the...
Well, it's either bariatric surgery at sea...
What this boils down to... Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Of course.
Yes?
今まであまり椿に旅行関係の話を聞いたことなかったんだけど。
Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you're in a direct...
The lieutenant thinks you're some unaccountable wreck.
That's good. Except that I do, detective. Some you time? This is a police investigation. You might. It's important not to let one style interfere with their work.
The lieutenant is pretty sure style is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking. Is it not?
I 今まで選んでこなかったけど、やっぱ、さすがキムだ。さすがキム。近くがちょっとあるかも。今までどれだけ近く持たないで生きてきたんだ。クソデカため息。
Stop. You are prepared. Don't put away your friend, your weapon. It is glowing in your hand, ready to serve.
お前の武器を手放す。戦う覚悟を示すからね。それは手をなくて、お腹に抱えて。
Yes, I hear commotion. Let's go.
Good. Be ready to take damage.
ちょ。めちゃくちゃ遠く行っちゃった。あ、全然戻ってこない。あ、全然視界が戻ってこない。たまにパカーンと視線がどっか行っちゃうんだね。やっぱあれや。 拳銃を持ってて。
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official.
ちょっと待って。もう始まるよ。もう来ちゃうよ。めちゃめちゃ近くに入れてんじゃねえか。
Shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
クソ謝罪の
Put
始ま
your
り。
damn gun down. Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is a misunderstanding.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murder.
You are all drunk. Come to your
Easy, Lizzie.
He is facing overwhelming
peaceful. Fuck, there's a third one.
This third one, he is the most. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
The mercenary tribunal. My plan is not to get killed.
He doesn't want to, but he
やり
must.
たくなくてもやらねばならない。
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
キョウちゃんをかぶりながら
Get lost.
一発で終わるといいな。
You cops had your chance.
I think he's calmed down. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. Oh, yes, he is.
Pig fuck!
Oh,
こここんな
people
曲だ
are
った
gonna
の。
die today. We're not.
No one is.
With a wordless the leader.
All right, end game.
Wait, it's a good thing you have anthropomorphic petrol. It really is. But you have to. If you waste time, people will die. No, we can do this. Drag it out a little. Get under his skin. No, please. Peace. It has worked this far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from
全部つけてる。
Yeah? Who did that?
一回クラーシェにやらせるか。
The bird. You're fucking telling me a bird killed our cousin?
She used to work in industry.
You think I'm fucking stupid? What? How about the kid?
Listen.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see, he pulls on the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle.
あ
The
あ、
shot rings.
やめて。
She's not. She's bleeding.
Fuck this! Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want
Sergeant for killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. Fuck do you?
We've heard testimony.
Yeah, if Laylee.
Ready to.
This one isn't used to being suited this long. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just.
Baby, it was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or how
In your ship,
he likes to.
He was a good.
Oh yeah, fucking.
Listen, man.
Told us what? What did you say? Tattoo fuck. You'll die next. Find his killer.
They didn't.
Shush.
Big talk, but you got him to admit he's a bad leader. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Yes.
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. It's insane how long it's been since your last drink. Get one in you right now.
Nah.
Enough for...
Interrupt me again, and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Rude.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner, what do you think he does? You're a tit sucker.
What are we waiting?
Lance Corp.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge.
She's gone. Stay cool.
I'll be okay.
She'll be gone.
Guys,
Hold your ground.
They're afraid. All of them. No, the rest will stay. They would hold their ground, even if it means dying here with you.
Hmm. 話し合いしたい。修士学も上げとくべき。ね、上げるもんねえわ。
Alright, here we go. Really? You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Pops, you have no idea about the rights Crenell extends to us. If I fuck, no one's going to...
Okay, it's not much. But now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up. With crash-shattering glass and a terrible roar, the fire draw. In the fiery inferno, you see your tie, coiling around the man's neck. It is no longer horrific, but beautiful and pure.
I only ever wanted you to have fun, Harry. My name, should you know it, is Doujin AS Men's Fashion Model, Colourful Tie, catalog number J327. One day a sad man walked into a clothing store. He looked really darn like Doujin AS catalog number J327 shone on the tie rack, trying to get his attention. The sad man picked it up and put it on. He looked at himself in the mirror, didn't smile. And from that moment on, we rode together. The rest of your clothes were still normal back then, but we took care of that soon enough. Truthfully, not a lot. I did everything a multi-pattern necktie can do to help a man. I mean, I tried to get you to do all the fun things. Drink beer, drink wine, drink cider. Go to parties with young people around and drink beer and cider. Do drugs too, so you don't fall asleep. You had some fun, but not enough to heal you.
結構好きかも。ここに来て、好きキャラクターリストにネクタイが食い込んでくると思わなかったのでびっくりしちゃった。
Your heart is broken, Bratushka, and it cannot be mended. Believe me, I've tried. No, you're going to be mowed down by gunfire from the 2 remaining marks. So no, not forever.
殺されるのか。
You both did, Bratan. Deep down, you know it was both of you.
お前ら二人とも。
No, no. It was her mostly. Don't lie to him.
ありがとう。
This guy, well, his face has cracked open. Yeah, his body contorts in a very disturbing manner. There's no mincing words with this one. He's dying a horrible, painful death as you're talking to your tie in your head.
It's good to see you still have capacity for compassion, my friend. Deep down, you are a good man.
Bye-bye.
See you on the other side.
まあ、もう少しで行くことになり
Aaron,
ま
for
すが。
God's sake! Watch out!
Watch out! みんな逃げるのが
To
早
your
い。
right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle swayed from the corner of your eye. You stared down the barrel of the gun. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in... Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will take... A full suit of armor can't be too agile. You can shift direction faster than he can.
反応速度ももういるんだ。やって。
You leap left.
66!
Angry lead passes mere millimeters from
あ
your
あ
side,
君が
tearing
君が
fabric
かっこいい。
off
は
your
い。
coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
これは不死身
The
だ
man。tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke.
やべや、次時短が来ちゃうよ。
Please.
Two shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's
ああ、きつい。
and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disorient. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Unbelievable shot.
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2... Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through the burning meat and the flames. With his face boiling off, the man raises his pistol at
反
you.
応速度が無なんだが。
He squeezes the look of vengeance framed by melting skin. This is the last thing he will do. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and the Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
You're bleeding out.
うん。まあ、いいだろう。
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't.
Look at me.
It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. No, you say, and hand up
なんで
your
チェックいつもギリギリなの
Your hand trembles and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death.
This is
One
death.
more door, baby. One more door.
오랜만에.
It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent.
아, 싫어가.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drug.
He can't go. Not before the
視
case.
力
You're thirsty.
耐久
Reach for a
力
glass of water, but
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops.
He only gets worse.
これキムのこと言ってるの？それとも、でもジャンピクマール一回も来ないっつうか、やっぱキム。
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain. It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
ああ、ここが、Sunrise Parabellum。グリーンライフに戻れる。Sunrise Parabellum。
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Mr. Gart cleaned it. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore.
最初から来てなかったよ。
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. Cops like it. The gates of the harbor, I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. That's right. Ouch, indeed. What happened? He threw an improvised petroleum bomb at the major. A firefight.
He does not answer. A smoke.
Very.
You're a real killer, Harry. A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM.
Ah.
As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his...
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain. Yes. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you warned me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened.
Ah. Ah, デポールか。
He nods.
This is the one. The Paul was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. Because we deterred them? Or maybe they are simply taking their time. 4. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. The gardener. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broke.
All. Let's face it, officer. But what's done is done. And we are still alive. Both of us.
Aye.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. We will see.
With considerable pain and the stitches tearing every now and then, you should be able to do it.
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer
ここ
is
い
his
つも
name.
気になって
The
たんだよな。
asphalt vanishes under the
い
wheels
つも
of
じゃない
the
の。多分
machine.
一瞬目は気にしなかった。
Harbor
二
cranes
瞬目はどうした
rise
と思
to
っ
the
た。
sky.
走行車の前部座席に座っている男と女は運転し、男がタバコに火をつける。男の名前はジャン・ビクマール。車のタイヤの下に消えてゆく道路のその先には、空に向かってそびえ立つ港のクレーンが見える。
Back to that shithole, he says.
あの偏僻な場所に戻ることになるとはな、と彼が言う。よかった。今井なんか必要ないもん。
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you. I'm sure they are worried about you.
No, they would be here if they were truly
マジで
worried.
I don't know.
これよ。
That's between
Thank
you
you.
and them, he thinks.
ありがとう、団結し。
I did. No need.
何
I did. It's part of a detective's task chain. You can do it too.
Actually, you can. You can even remove a fractured bullet, it seems.
反応速度にもうちょっと入れていくべきでしたねと思ったけど、まあ、あれじゃあ変わらんだろう。雰囲気科学によると。
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with... Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me. Easy now.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of
Ah!
yours too heavily.
深く生きち。感謝。
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall.
How are you?
うん。ディスコの日々も終わりだな。ディスコタイムはもう終わってるんじゃないかな。最高の気分だ。やってやろうぜ。
He nods.
I honestly don't know.
俺には完全に分かってる。
Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Or that is what I've heard. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classia, well, at least she's safely locked away. Locked up? No, she would be of more use to us three, honestly. But it was... I don't know. I think the dangerous theory you present... Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peers. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
Okay. Yes, God cursed the footprints. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All What is? Something.
Something.
He does not know what to reply. Looks, he arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
超簡単だよ。
Really? Because to me, it seems solving crimes is hard.
もう完全に信じてもらってるからやりたい放題しちゃった。
Surprisingly weary.
ごめんね。
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
あ、通過敵地ありがとう。じゃあ、諦めて酒でも飲むか。
I don't think so. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to? Let's do that. We can start upstairs in Classia's bedroom with your ballistics ID. Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean.
Huh?
You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, such as it is, without the expression.
ちょっと待って、まだ手さばきできるけど。綺麗になってるよ。直さなくていいと思うけど、チェーンカッター。まだチェーンカッターでやる気ですか？四角計算。それとやめなきゃ。そして四角計算。
bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of the chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
チェーンカッター永遠にな。わーい、生き物の部屋だ。これね、バスとトイレがないということで、隣の部屋と共有ということで、どうなってたんだ今までっていう。
These papers bear the
stamp
stamp.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go?
Yeah. なんで開かにゃいの？開かにゃいんだけど。なんで？キム？あ？何？はい。開かない。なんで？A ボタン間違えてる俺。A ボタンが突然反逆してるんだけど。なんで？
The fan stands still. The lights are off again.
綺麗な部屋。綺麗な部屋。あんな破壊の限りを尽くして。そら切れますわ。プラグがある手も切れますわ。
Two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman having sex. A ray of bat. It's not the roof. And you would have found it had it the island in the bay.
It's not impossible. There is a narrow opening between the commercial area and the collapsed tenement north of it. I remember. So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing else. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village.
今、進めていくとやっぱ気になるよな。なんで、2日目というか、発砲事件があるので、この、もう一個の可能性、ラスト一個の可能性を潰しにいけないのか。Thank you, Galte.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room?
1番選んだ。1番と2番選んだことあるの。3番行ってみよう。
So cool. Cool cop strikes again. You know, I was about to not mention the petroleum bomb you used to... Also, you and your partner are staying here free now.
こんなひどいこと言ったのに。
He thinks it weak to renege on the courtesy he already decided to pay you.
Thank you, sir. And he appreciated the clean room, by the way.
Well, anyway. Oh, you know, I don't remember everyone who comes. Yeah, I was, yeah.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him. He nods back at you, even more slowly.
うなずくんのとあるんだ。
Just two badass make that three. It's not two. Hands crossed.
見たことあるけど好きなんだよ。
No problem. They'll come back.
こいつ平然としてるけどすごいわ。
Hi again, gendarme.
あれについては特に何も考えない感じてるのかね。
Bye bye, gendarme.
バイバイちゃんで。これすっかり楽しくなっちゃうんだよね。
His hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. Still, this is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Now, how can I help you? Theo was old, but Lizzie and Angus, they were just stupid kids.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. An honest tactic.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own. Dennis.
Titus makes no attempt to hide his disgust. Grief-stricken anger boils.
Well, yeah. Memento mori. It means you might die tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Oh, you might die.
Hey. Fuck you for... I'm going to find Dennis.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about picking up a morning newspaper on his daily walk around the block. The lieutenant shakes it. Go ahead then. Maybe they'll only break his legs.
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known. I guess I might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing Win. Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest...
Yeah. Popeye Monica...
Hell.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book. Take care,
Capo Loco.
Thanks for getting him.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, Copper.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
I will, Capo. That's a promise.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed. This town needs you on your feet.
Good point, Bino Claude. We'll keep the vol under 12% tonight.
The graffito. This was Cindy the Skull. The lieutenant.
Looks like it. Yes. This is and blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a loud hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. Rain. The lieutenant has taken a small step. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside.
あ、燃えたけど大丈夫だった。熱くなかった。
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman?
じゃあ、砕氷船です。
That's nice. If I may...
すいません。
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. 10-4.
Feels good to get that off your chest.
10-4, sir. Roger that. 10-4, sir. Sorry. 10-4. Orders are still. 10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, but then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57.
Something is wrong. No reply.
It's been this way for... It only happens when someone mentions... No more dangerous than stepping between three or... I don't like it either. You can try calling again. Just don't...
They're shutting you in the cabin. You see a set of...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? This is... Yes. Oh, great. What else? Well, I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
You hear?
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Gottlieb, what you get didn't, but now I do. Great, have a medal. I have.
Fucking, I'm not dead. It just hurts, okay?
Ah, it's
you. Great. Any other complaints? Oh, it's you. I know a woman skilled at that sort of thing over in.
どういう知り合い？
I can help you with, officer?
In the cabin,
お仕置きに長けた知り合いって何？本当に何？元気？
My man, you're alive. Almost. Man, what a day. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle will be. Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. Good luck with that, my man.
Thank you. 地域のおばあちゃんどうしたかな。いなくなっちゃったのかな。本当にどこかに行ってしまったのかもしれない。誰も彼もいなくなった。おお、間に合う。おー、間に合わない。
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood.
Yet you live. It goes back to an older era where this hiding, gathering themselves. No, man.
He says it matter-of-factly.
Time will tell. I'll tell Everett I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the world. You know it, friend.
Oh, そういえばフリッテの子は元気なのかな。元気？あれ？
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or...
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it.
She popped. The lieutenant frowns at you.
Okay. I don't really know anything. Uh-huh. Is...
マジで？事件については何も喋らない。事件についてじゃない。事件についてだけど、今回あった、レバショールの、ウェルカムトゥレバショールのレバですね。パンチは大丈夫だったのかな。一回来るのが仲間になるやつ見てみたいんだけど、キムを傷つけることができない。
Things have gotten out of hand, and you, or maybe I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies, and to fight crime.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is...
Exactly. In the meantime, do buy the...
大丈夫だった。
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. Cool, cool, cool. That's very cool. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off. Kuno doesn't reward weakness.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. Who knows?
Who knows? No.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder.
次、キム、怪我するなんちゅう。なんかしたくないんですよね。 あれいる。
Wow! A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the school. That's cool.
よし、じゃあ金をくれ。
Start with a little.
Oh.
Because you need to.
Oh, I like expeditions, and I like you.
Corruption.
It's just like bus, seagull, a kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a life.
ああ、面白かった。
You keep coming back.
バスター、顔目だって言ってる。もう、かわいいね。ああ、やめようって。やるか。
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics. So it goes. Now.
To いうことで、罰金手さばきになってるので、もしかしたらこれワンチャンいけるかもしれない。いけるんじゃないんですかこれ、もしかして。あ、ここに移動させてくれない？今日はこのチャレンジをして終わりにしようかな。あのクイックセールなんとかするか。17%なんだ。おい、手さばき6、マックスやぞ。
Inside your
これはじゃあ、もしかしたらやるかもしれない空のルートのやつと、もう一回だけ挑戦しておしまいにしまーす。しな。松屋もいつか知らない。ハルコー。あれこれ違くない？違う。本当にウェルカムトゥー出場所にしたの最悪。ここやり直すために。ああ。最低。ブブブブブ。上げられるとこないかな。ブズブズブズじゃないんだよ。36分の1に比べたら当たるだろ。17% なんて。3% の何倍だと思ってんの？ 6 倍以上だろ。やばいだろ。やめようかな。ラスト。ただのガチャほど 関心はねえな。まあ、時間という資産を消費しているんですが。
Goes the track in the background. Never you scrape the mold. Isn't that what real artists do? Make it up as they go along. It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems ever so slightly louder than before.